Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing.
What's up, guys? Master Styles here, welcoming you back to Inside Gaming, your go-to source for all things Eternal Evolution. And today, the sneak peek for the new SP Hero has been released, and we're gonna check out what the new SP Hero brings to the table in this video, and go over the assassin team. Hopefully I remember to do that, because sometimes I tend to forget. But interestingly enough, right, I'm very curious to see how this works, because technically it's Wukong, right? Yeah. So we'll go over to Facebook and see what they have going on. I think I have an extra copy of this guy. No, I don't. I thought I did. But we'll go over to Facebook and see what they got going on. But before we do that, one thing I realized was that, once your Awakened Heroes get to Awaken 7, you now need 3 Soul Crystals or, Chaos Crystals. I wouldn't really use Chaos Crystals at that point. It would just slowly build them beyond that point. So take, for instance, here, Panda. I got him to Awaken 9 by utilizing this strategy. You may know. If you do, kudos to you. If you don't, this is what I normally do once we get to 7 and how I go beyond. So what I would do is, when Interstellar goes live, right? For the last one, we had Panda, and of course they also offered Ares. Picking up Panda, or whichever one here is for the universal energy, picking that up, it's pretty much free in a sense, right? You just have to play through the mode. Yes, it can be annoying. You may get attacked when you're asleep or you're not on the game, whichever one it is, but you pick one up there, right? If you do that, you now have 1 additional soul crystal for that hero. And one other thing you could do is go to the mysterious event. When it comes to the mysterious event, you would need to get to is round 6. So once you get to round 6, you now get another 60 shards for one of these awakenable heroes, and chances are whichever heroes in the Interstellar shop is one of the older awakenable heroes. So again, you'll come here, get another 60, right? So now you would already have 2 soul crystals of Panda. I'm just using Panda as an example because he is in the shop. Another way you'll get the last soul crystal is actually here. By playing through this and getting to level 12, you gain an additional 60. Once you get to level 12, you will get a total of 60 shards by utilizing this selector here. And that's kind of what I've been doing when it comes to bringing heroes to higher awakened levels, because again, obviously you can use the shop here to pick up the awakened shards, right? But for me, what I've been doing is pretty much using the shop to build out my SB heroes, because again, as you can see, most of my awakenable heroes are already at least Awaken 5 and higher. Only ones that are lower than 7 are obviously Sam, because he's new, and the SP heroes, but everybody else is at least Awaken 7 or higher. I don't really buy shards here for the awakenable heroes. Chances are you might because of your resources, but for me, I don't tend to do that. I focus more on the SPs here. So I wanted to show you another strategy on how you could potentially build out your awakened heroes. And also, you can also do it through that way too for the ones you're trying to bring to Awaken 7. So that's one way to think about that. Obviously, you need to bring the hero to Immortal 2 to get them to Awaken 7. So that, just keep that in mind if you're working on maybe a Canis. I don't think Canis is available yet, but whichever hero you're working on, that's another strategy there. But if you want to go beyond Awaken 7 and beyond, that's one way you can go about it. Hopefully you're lucky enough to get somebody that you're actually trying to work on. For me, that's just the strategy I've been using. But enough about that. Let's actually get to the actual reason why you're here, right? Why you clicked on the video. But if you really want to support the channel, make sure you hit the like button. Watch the video all the way through. I love you forever, and I appreciate that. So let's actually go over to the SP hero here and see what he brings to the table. So Wukong has grown up, right? And they might as well have called him the Monkey King at this point. Well, check out his overview in a second, but looks interesting enough. Very interested to see him in game. Of course, this could mean that the assassins definitely be back on the map, because chances are the USB is coming out, and that'll be in the next patch notes, which is probably tonight, depending on when you're watching this. You'll just know it'll be in the next patch notes, and we'll cover that too, right? So it's probably going to be an assassin to keep the theme going, and then the new hero will be another assassin. So a lot of movement in terms of the team. A lot of people are going to get replaced. Chances are Aaron's going to get kicked off because Rose is still doing big damage. Cora, if you don't have her at a certain point, she's probably going to end up getting replaced by Wukong here, because again, you know, at one copy, this guy may slap. I'm not saying he does, just saying. But let's actually see what they have for his overview here, and of course what he brings to the table. Dear commanders, a new SP-level Wenfyr Assassin Hero Wukong. He might be dual faction. Chances are he'll be triple faction, because Cora doesn't have that ability, so they're probably gonna give him that. Monkey King is coming soon in Eternal Evolution. Wukong teleports behind the target with the lowest HP, activating Imitation of the Heavens, instantly grows gigantic and strikes the ground with Jingle Bang few times. Each strike at the main target's location creates few illusions, increasing the range of each strike. During Imitation of the Heavens, attack is increased. Each strike deals damage to targets in the area equal to a percent of Wukong's attack, knocking them back. Illusions inherit a percentage of all stats. A maximum of few illusions can be on the field at the same time. I wonder how much illusions are going to be on the field, and is he going to give illusions the ability to do more damage, right? That'll be interesting, because that would work well with Ares, right? They have the skill Heavenly Ward. Upon entering battle, they draw a fury circle around themselves for a few seconds. Allied targets within the circle take less damage and restores energy/rage every few seconds. So the illusions are going to disappear after a while, or if they die, then they come back, and then they can continuously keep doing this. This is going to be interesting. I think the assassins may, make a jump in terms of PvE and PvP, right? Interestingly enough. Hero characteristic, damage reflection. This is a big one here. Interestingly enough, the new tank right now have damage reflection. So I think that that's a new mechanic that's being added. Infinite resurrection. What does that even mean? Are you going to be able to kill this guy? Like, how many resurrection? I said that he was going to have about 3. And I'm hoping he has a passive that, once an ally dies, they come back to life, they do more damage, which would make Sam at Awaken 7 nuts. A must build, right? It says hero overview, taunt, true damage, and resurrection. Interestingly enough. So again, looks interesting, nothing too crazy based on what I'm seeing here on paper, but we gotta wait till tonight to see what the skills are looking like, and once the update goes live, we'll see what the numbers are looking like. And of course, I'll pull for him day 1. I'm not gonna max him out day 1, right? But I'll do some pull-ins for him, and we'll make content about it. But let's hop back over to the game. All right, so we're back in the game. Let's actually hop over to formation here and pull up the, let's see, I think do I have a 6-man for them? No, I do not, right? Because I don't really use them. But the closest thing is actually, I think I saw Sam there somewhere. We'll just go with this one up here. Where is it? This one. This is probably the closest thing, right? We'll take you out. You're not an assassin. You're not an assassin. We don't need you, right? So again, for me, I like to run Hagridon because again, it works well with Impulsive Annihilation and you know, but we're not gonna use Hagridon here. We're gonna go full assassin and we'll go here and see, right? Beautiful prototype there. Cora, Dom, Sam, and Bailey. Now we're gonna need the new guy, right? But again, you can run Impulsive Annihilation, but for me right now I'm running my Vanguard, so it's gonna be Eye of Annihilation. Just gonna break the team down. Then of course you have Phantom Cloak. Interesting thing about the Assassin is that you can actually run two teams. Yes, right? I know I don't recommend it because of the prototypes that are available, right? You can run Chaos Chip, right? They also have the lesser version of the Phantom Cloak, which is interesting. I wish they had more of these for a couple of the prototypes so you can run two, preferably summoners, right? But Hurricane Mass is also, as of recording, in the Quantum Mimic, so hopefully you got that. I already have it. So these are three prototypes here, primarily for the assassins. You have Eye of Annihilation, of course, Phantom Cloak, and Hurricane Mass, right? For Hurricane Mass, what I generally do is actually run increase to shielding and healing, but that's if you're running Impulsive Annihilation. But again, get your butt out of here. I just seen that. Vaz, you're not an assassin, right? So let's actually take a look at the assassins here, and we'll grab Fiona because she's gonna make it so you can go with all five. So as of right now, we'll take a look at what the assassin team looks like right now. So generally, this is where it would be. With that, maybe you don't have core at an ideal level and you go Dom, right? I don't see nobody going Theon, but he's an option. Hell Arena, you can go Helentis, right? But we're just gonna go based off of this. Now, when it comes to the new SP coming, for me, who I would get rid of personally, Aaron, right? I would get rid of Aaron. Yes, Aaron has that quick 8 seconds that he's untargetable. So again, he's great to be up front. For me, I actually want Sam up front because right here, put him there because I want him to die once you get him to Awaken 7. But as of right now, he's going to end up dying fast. But he has an amazing amount of HP because of his Awakening. But we're going to take out Aaron, and this is kind of how the team's going to look. Now, when it comes to the 5-man, this is where it gets a little tough, right? Because again, Cora dies very fast. In PvE, if you don't really have her at least Awaken 7, she's just not gonna get it done, right? Yeah, she can do it, but it's just not there yet, right? It takes a lot. And you're gonna need Fiona in this situation. You can even go as far as taking out Rick, right? But this is PvE. The reason why I like Rick here is because of his execution. I think it's 25%, and that's pretty huge, right? So again, when Wukong comes, I know he's already in the game. It's so weird saying when Wukong comes to the game when he's already there. But he needs to bring some type of execution, right? Because again, if not, we're gonna still have to keep either Rick or Cora. Because the whole big thing about the assassins is the execution, which is what makes them so good. Because after a certain point, they can execute in PvP, right? Can't really execute bosses, but again, you know how that goes. So Rose is doing amazing damage, and for the 5-man, I would sit Rick if Wukong has execution. If he doesn't, I'm gonna sit Cora. This is me personally, right? If I had my Cora at Awaken 7 or higher, I have her at 6 here. I might bring her to Awaken 7 at some point. Just don't know when that's going to happen, right? But for right now, anything less than 5, yeah, chances are you're gonna sit her, right? It's just being honest. But if you got her Awaken 10, you know she's gonna be on the squad. She does amazing amount of damage around those points. But I think in PvP right now, Aaron is the easy call, right? Some people might go Rick because they probably never brought their Rick to Awaken 7. So then it'll be Aaron's still there. I just don't understand why they don't show the bonuses here, right? You would think this is one place you would want to show the bonuses, right? But we'll just save that there. And yeah, once he goes live and he's in the game, we'll test him out at PvP. We'll try them in their content, which is great because Roulette of Truth will be available once he's released. We have endless battles and all of that fun stuff. So we'll try him at 1 copy to see if he's worth it, and then we'll do another video of him at 2 copies because I want to bring him through everything with 1 copy and see how it goes. And of course we got to do gearing and all of that fun stuff. But again, I think that if they do a SB for assassins, which is probably going to be Rick, right? Which would make sense, or Bailey. I don't really care for Bailey, but the Rick giving everybody execution at a Super Breakthrough 5, that would be big, right? At 25%, everybody on the team has it. Allies, even summon creatures too. That would be nuts, right? But that's just me dreaming there. And don't forget that in the next coming update, we're going to have a new assassin. So that's even going to create another conversation where somebody's going to have to get removed, which is even crazier to me. So again, I have to see what the SP is bringing to the table before I even make that decision. Don't really know in terms of who to remove there, right? It's going to be very interesting. The assassins are going to propel themselves back into the fray of the meta. I can see it already. The SB Rick could be a big one. Don't really know yet, but we just have to wait and see. If you made it this far in the video, the word of the day is assassin, right? We're headed back towards the assassin meta where they're going to be doing some interesting things. I'm very interested to see how Sam is in Twilight Lands. It is coming in the next update. Want to see what these assassins can do, and we'll bring them there into battle. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, slow grind, but we're getting there. For those that are rocking with me, let me know how you feel about Wukong coming to the game, right? He's already here, but again, he's coming again. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.